Yes, we're ready.
Yes, we're ready.
Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
Well, hello there. We are back in our natural looks
Habitat.
today. In our natural habitat. No more costumes. Hope you enjoyed the Halloween show. I'm Jim, and there's Todd.
Our wonderful producer who more than loved the Halloween show.
Is that a pretty producer or producer?
Producer, yes.
Because I'll take it.
Our wonderful producer looking very pretty, especially the eyes, Lisa Gray.
Wow, look at her. Wow. And you've got your legs back on.
Yes, I do. Remember, this is the costume. That was the real me in the Halloween episode that only is 2 feet tall.
Exactly.
This is like stilts with a full.
Speaking of Halloween, I heard, I don't know if it's just rumor, did that show go viral? I heard it was insane.
It did. It had like 10 views on it already.
And only half of those were family members. So for us, that's viral.
That's not bad.
Okay.
That's not bad, actually.
All right.
All right. Well, I got some on that coming up here. So welcome to our show today, the Take a Listing Today podcast. Please visit our website. We really need you to. TakeAListingToday.com to see and hear all of our wonderful shows. And while you're doing that, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Because if you do, Todd and I may get a Christmas bonus from Lisa this year.
We are hoping, fingers crossed.
A candy cane for each of you.
A candy cane.
No,
Wow.
we don't have that after green smoothies.
No, exactly. The greens, those kind of like will counteract in your stomach.
Stir the green smoothie with the candy cane.
There'll be a lot of belching that
Dip it
afternoon
in.
if we do that. Today's topic, let's move on. Oh, speaking of cooking, 6 ways to stir up listings before the end of the year. We're stirring them up in a cauldron. That's still Halloween. Thanksgiving, we're stirring it up
with the stuffing.
With the stuffing.
Stuffing, yes.
All right, so we're going to stir up some listings before the end of the year. And of course, there's still time to do that right now. We're still slightly before Thanksgiving. And here are 6 ways to help you stir up that activity before the year end.
Let's do it.
All right, number 1, stick to the plan. And you laugh when you say, what plan? That's what's next. Create a quick one if you don't have one. A marketing plan does more than let you know how much money to spend for the remainder of the year. Chief among the additional benefits is that it helps you fill your days with specific directed activity.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are people thinking, or agents thinking, this is ridiculous. This is something you do in January or maybe December in preparation for January, but I haven't done it then. I'm done. Why would I do it now? No, I think that revisiting a plan every month is a good idea. And I'd say if you're having a bad month, stop what you're doing and revisit what you have planned, what you've accomplished so far, what's gone wrong, what you have left of the month, and what you can do with that time left. Every moment is precious. So we've got about, 6 weeks left, 5 weeks left till the end of the year. This is precious time. So take an hour, reflect back over your year, look at what worked, what didn't work, and come up with a plan. How can I best utilize these last 5 weeks? Because I promise you, if you figure this out and you have guided activity for the rest of this year, you will see results, not just in these last 5 weeks, but also setting you up for the new year.
Right, what you're planting. I love what you said, and I wrote down the following. And one of my mentors, I sat in on a talk he did like in November, many, many years ago. Mm-hmm. And it was like, he was speaking to real estate agents, and he said, you know what? Here's all you have to do. From now to the end of the year, your competition is going to go into hibernation. A lot of them are going to go into sleep. A lot of them are going to rationalize and justify. Oh, we don't have to. He goes, you prospect 5 times 5 times harder than you've ever prospected. And you schedule that. Not only are you going to feel incredible, you're going to stir up some stuff. And then also you're going to plant the seed for next quarter.
Right. Because people buy and sell every day of the year. There's not a day of the year that
Easter.
They say,
yes,
I'm going to turn it all off and not do it. People have to move. People have to relocate.
Right. Life happens, right?
Yeah, exactly. It never stops.
And we have a famous quote here. Thank you, Lisa. Big ideas fail without a plan, and your marketing plan is one thing that will drive innovation and help you meet your sales goals, according to Mark Ellis. That seems like a very common name.
Yeah.
Well,
Lisa.
once in a while.
It might be a stock name.
Yeah. Once in a while, I like to throw you by using easy names.
See?
It's reverse
Next
psychology.
time I'm going to get tripped up on that one, right? Well, Mark is a business writer at business2community.com. If increasing listing activity is your goal, hammer out a marketing plan for the remaining weeks of 2023 and stick to it. And if you already have a marketing plan in place, review your plan for its effectiveness over the last year and make changes where needed.
Well, and you know what's great about that? So every single real estate office, right? You have people in there that their only job is to help you win.
Right.
Let's say the manager, the broker, if the broker's on site. So this is a great time, and most agents won't do it because it's putting yourself out there. But imagine listening to this podcast or already having your plan, say, here's my plan for the rest of the year. And just, they're not going to say no. Just say, hey, can we have 10 minutes of coffee? I want you to go over and just review my plan, poke some holes in it. I want to win.
Right.
So those people are there to help you win.
Absolutely.
Well, and you're not just spending the time looking back over the year, seeing what worked, what didn't, and coming up with a plan for 5 weeks. This time also you're getting your ducks in a row for your new 2024 marketing plan.
Yes.
So this will work in two different ways. This isn't just to get you through for the next 5 weeks, which get you through is such a horrible term. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're enjoying and really taking advantage of and loving this time that you have.
Good bottle of spiked eggnog to get you through some of these times.
Yes.
All right. Number 2, adhere to a regular prospecting schedule. Now, we've heard that a lot, right?
Yes.
Whether you door knock, cold call, chase after expireds and FSBOs, or use some other method of prospecting, ensure that it gets done by making it part of your daily or weekly schedule. Prioritize the task as well. It's easy to keep putting it off when there are more interesting tasks to pursue, but that's not wise. The more leads you steer towards that real estate sales funnel, the more prospects you can convert into new listings.
I love that. I love what you just said. And I remember scheduling and even teaching this in seminars and being in seminars where even as people are getting their license or maybe 5 or 10 years in the business, you know, you have an ideal schedule. Now, is that going to go perfect? No, but a great agent will have their prospecting time, let's say 9 to noon is prospecting time. And then their listing appointments penciled in their calendar might be 1, 3, 5, and 7. Now, you're not going to stack the deck all the time, but at least you're planting your own seed to go, wow, that's how I operate. I mean, that's like a doctor. That's a machine. Now you're like, wow. So you're thinking how most agents are not thinking.
Right. And if you have to set up some type of mini reward system just to get a couple of these things knocked off.
Dopamine, yeah.
Every day or once at the end of the week, if I've knocked off, this many of these tasks that I've scheduled for the week, I'm doing this on Friday evening or this weekend. If you have to do something like that just to keep your mind on the prize.
I like that.
Do it.
All right. Number 3, nurture those relationships. People who sell customer relationship management software are fond of claiming that the CRM is the lifeblood of the real estate agent's business. And guess what? They're actually right.
Yep.
Building and nurturing relationships is the key to increased commission checks. And to do it right, you need a way to keep track of leads, prospects, clients, both your current ones and the past ones, and just about everyone else that you know.
I love this because...
Do you have a thought?
Yeah, because, well, I only have one thought.
Okay.
And then after this, I'll be out of all my thoughts.
Then we're good. Okay.
No, I love it because especially right now, right? Like I talk to agents every single week about Market Dominator, and a lot of them are getting ready to get ready. But especially right now, like going to cultivate the people that already know you, like you, and trust you, whether it's a pop by, whether it's a little gift, it could be something easily, but simple, but especially right now in this market, utilize that, put that in place.
Yeah.
Now, there's probably 1,000,001 ways to set up a CRM. Find a way that makes adding information and finding what you need easy for you. This ensures that you keep it safe and back it up. What? How does that ensure that you keep it safe?
No, it says then.
That's a dance. You're supposed to back it up on the dance floor.
Then ensure
that you keep it safe and back it up.
I thought you were talking about a dance move. Then you got to back it up.
I thought she was talking about drinking ensure.
Well, yeah.
We're not to that stage yet.
We're not at that level yet.
No. Only a couple of years away. But,
okay, so let's paraphrase that and say back up your CRM because you don't want to lose all that stuff.
Right.
All right. Now we have a hot tip for you.
Ooh.
Oh, we need music for that.
Yeah, so we're an alarm.
Do we have music?
A
fire alarm.
A button?
Well, I got bad stuff here, actually.
Only bad stuff.
That's nice.
How about that one there?
Oh, there we go.
Hot tip.
We have one positive button.
The rest are bad,
We
actually.
both have like ticks and all kinds of stuff. He's always reinforcing
Right.
bad behavior.
Exactly.
All right. Here's the tip. We offer a free CRM, the Contact Manager, on ProspectsPLUS.com. With the Contact Manager, you can tag entire mailing lists or just one contact within a list, building one highly targeted list for your marketing materials. In addition, you own your list, so you can export and download your CRM list from ProspectsPLUS.com at any time if you decide to move it. Now, schedule time on a weekly or daily basis to reach out to the contacts in this database and nurture these relationships.
I love it. And the agents that have migrated their CRM into Prospects Plus, going forward, it makes their marketing 50 times more easy.
I mean, to be able to generate your postcards and your marketing materials right out of the space where you've got your contacts, your
Right.
CRM information,
Right.
can it get any easier than that? Because
Right.
now you actually have an order history.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look back and see, wait, what did I send? Oh, there's the postcard right there. In the same place that your
Right.
contacts are, you can look at the postcards you've sent them. The Contact Manager is a really cool CRM. It is free for Prospects Plus customers. I mean, really, go check it out. It's if you go to the upper right-hand corner and click on your email address, you'll see a drop-down with mailing lists and then Contact Manager there. And you can actually pull different lists in there. So the cool
Okay.
thing about it is, let's say you have one list uploaded and it's from a certain neighborhood, but within that list you have contacts that are your customers. You have contacts that are still leads. You can actually tag the different individuals within a list so that when you're in the Contact Manager, you can
Right.
sort by past customers.
Oh, gotcha.
You can
Right.
sort by hot leads, things like that. And you'll actually create a list. The system will create a list for you based
Right.
on those tags that you're using.
Now, address one thing here, and I know
Yes.
we addressed it in there quickly, but the one challenge that I've heard, I talked to a lot of real estate agents, the one fear, so just
Yeah.
overcome this fear, and I know we touch on it here, but the fear is, oh my gosh, I'm going to export my whole list into there, boom.
Right.
So they're feeling like, oh, I'm not in control, but
Right.
we don't own the list, we're not going to
Nope.
do anything, so
Nope.
explain that.
Nope.
Like they can,
We don't own it.
Right.
We're not going to look at it. We're not going to grab it and use it for our own. I'm
Right,
not sure
right,
what we
right.
would do with it, but no. And you can export it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is completely yours. This is a service we're offering, like many things we offer
Right.
our customers, free, just for the
Right.
the sake of making your life easier. I mean,
How does that place stay in business? I'm
I
still
know.
trying to figure that out.
I know they're amazing. I mean, they give
away.
They give
Yeah.
free direct response reports every Sunday. If you're on their marketing email list, you can download one.
Those
It's
are
like
huge hits.
$20 value, and you can download it for free every Sunday. And that's a massive hit.
They sponsor our show,
We have
Yeah.
which honestly is not a big expense. So
Right. And then all the emails we get afterwards, Todd,
No.
Jim, and Lisa at Data Leader.
at takealistingtoday.com.
How many emails do we
There's
have
a lot
now?
of email addresses.
We have
floating
like
around
7
there.
emails.
Yes.
no, I think we're close to 100. But anyway, yeah, Prospects Plus does all kinds of great stuff like that, just
Right.
to try and help, and educational resources,
ooh.
blogs, etc.
I have another way that they can help.
Yes.
You, sir, go.
Thank you. One easy way to do this, I forget what we're talking about now,
But there's an easy way to
keeping
do
in
it.
touch with people, is the 2024 SOI
Oh.
scheduled campaign.
Yes.
And I found a positive button here.
Oh.
Clapping.
There we go.
We have one good sound effect.
Now we have 2 positive buttons.
Yes.
The winner of the show.
ding and some clapping. There you go.
Wow,
All
that's
right.
nice.
So with the ProspectsPlus.com automated SOI scheduled campaign, it takes only minutes to set up, and it can run for up to 2 years automatically without you even touching it. Other benefits, in addition to making your life a lot easier, you won't pay until each mailing goes out, and you can cancel, pause, or change the campaign at any time up to the night before the mailing.
And I love this for a lot of reasons. One is that this is a great assignment. Like, let's say we're in office here and we have 25 people, and we go around and gather and say, hey, next week, so not everyone has a big SOI built up, but we might have 8 or 10 or 15 people say, boom, we're going to go meet for 1 hour and we're going to accomplish X. I mean, that's a great team building.
Right.
And plus, it's just going to help their business, really.
Well,
will.
the cool thing about campaigns, and we have all kinds of automated campaigns on the site. We have this built for Sphere of Influence with maybe 30 different designs, done for you designs specifically for that audience. There are geographic farm scheduled campaigns. There are specific niche campaigns for renters, for FSBO, for expired. You name it, we've got it.
Right.
Absentee owners. But the great thing is, so you're talking about, let's say I am new and I only have 30 people on my SOI. I can actually set up a campaign in under a minute. I've got the campaign scheduled. I've grabbed my list. I've pointed the list to it.
Right.
And now, as I add people to my sphere of influence, as I, within Prospects Plus, add people to that list, they will be added automatically to the campaign.
That's golden.
So, yeah, so you don't have to touch it again. Who's getting that campaign postcard in January? Maybe it's 20 people. By the time we come around to 4th of July,
Right.
you've added another 80, 90 people because you've been out there networking. You really gotten to meet a lot of people. Now it's going out to 100 people. You've done nothing other than continue to upload these new contacts as you get them.
Sweet.
So, I mean, does it get any better than
Right.
that? And if you remove someone, it also removes them. So,
Well, and every single agent in the country knows, every single manager knows that everybody should be working this, but it's often overlooked. They have a big old database they get overwhelmed with. So it's an untapped pool of business because people want the instant right now. Boom.
well, and there are a lot of people suffering because of the instant right now.
Right.
Because when the industry went belly up, about a year ago, anybody who was playing fast and loose
Right.
ended up jumping off a cliff as far as their
Right.
sales were concerned.
Right.
You plant the seeds like sphere of influence and geographic farming for those moments when the industry, that pendulum swings in the other direction and suddenly you don't have those listings just flowing in like they used to. Being reactive, being defensive is not the best way to play the game. Playing offense is the way to win over time. And that's what sphere of influence campaign does. That's what a geographic farm campaign does.
All right. Moving on. Todd, you touched on this one earlier. Number 4,
Yes.
find a mentor or mastermind partner. Coaching works according to the authors of a study evaluating the effectiveness of executive coaching beyond the ROI. It's a long title for a study, but that's all right. If coaching helped former President Bill Clinton, Oprah Winfrey, and athletes like Michael Jordan, perhaps you should also consider it. Are you a new agent? Consider latching on to a mentor. Not only is this a way to quickly learn the nuts and bolts of the business, but to begin to nurture new habits that will help you immensely in the long run. Mentors, coaches, and even mastermind groups can propel you to the next level in productivity, thus increasing your listing activity. When should you start? Start this week. Ask
Exactly.
an agent. Yes, thank you.
Go ahead.
Ask an agent from your office whom you admire. If you can shadow them for a day.
You're not stalking them and you don't admire them because you want to date them. I know where his mind's
All
going.
right. This is not
I
the
know where
first
his
time that
mind is
you
going.
mentioned like peeking in people's windows at night. Do you remember that?
Oh,
That actually
man.
happened.
Okay,
Right.
all right. I
On a
got
live
one.
show.
Okay, don't ask. Just get in the backseat of their car, and while they're driving down the road, just pop up.
I'll get us back on track.
Thank
so,
I want to
so
let you know I admire you.
yes.
No, what he's saying, what he's trying to say is that don't wait on this. Find somebody in your office that you see them really generating listing after listing, even when everybody else is drying up, and ask them, hey, can I take you to lunch today? I'll treat. I just want to get a couple pointers. What's
Right.
working for you in this type of market? Or can I shadow you for the day? If you're out there networking, prospecting, you're in your farm, I just want to see what you say. I want to, are you good on the phone? Can I sit next to you here on the phone?
Exactly. I wrote down one thing here, accelerated learning. So if somebody listening or watching really implements this, which there's no reason they can't.
Right.
And most people want to help anyway. Like you approach somebody, they're going to want to help you.
Yeah, people are very.
You're going to go to
generous about that.
your maybe your broker and say, boom, can I give you my listing presentation once a week? No one's going to say no. They're going to say, wow, this guy is coachable. He wants to get better.
Right.
So, and you heard the people in here, the best in the world, you've got to be humble enough and coachable enough to have a mentor and be open to that. But then when you get on that track, you can totally accelerate the whole process.
Right. Well, a great thing that coaches and mentors, those types of people, what they do for you is they force you to be accountable.
Right.
Otherwise, you can set a schedule for what you're supposed to be doing every day, every month. You can set it beautifully. And then if you yourself will not hold yourself accountable, There is nobody to do it, and your dog certainly isn't going to do it. So that means you're going to come up with excuses. Oh, I don't feel good today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired today. Oh, I had a tough day. I got that bad call. This went wrong.
Right.
But if you've got a mentor you're working with, if you've made yourself accountable to your broker, whomever it is, you have a partner that you said to each other, hey, for this month, this is what we're going to do, and we are going to stay on each other. That's the great thing about coaching. I know everybody hears it again and again and again. They don't want to hear it anymore, but we're going to say it again. We're going to say a lot of these things again. Hopefully they will sink in.
Well, and you just said something that was great that's actually free. So coaching can be very expensive. There's companies out there $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
But think about when we got coached as a team, our RDs, right, with Brother Einhorn. We got coached for a year. We read books, and we had accountability partners. We had impact calls.
Yeah.
So think about what you just said. It cost you $0.
Right.
Go to your office or in your city. It doesn't have to be your office. You might have a connection or know a hot shot that's incredible, and you might establish that relationship. And all they're going to do is help you avoid the speed bumps they did.
Right.
It's like the same thing with a trainer at a gym, right?
Right.
Yes.
If you hire a trainer, then you're actually going to show up every day.
Right.
They will make sure you're accountable. That's a great point.
Yeah. And then my trainer, he left town. But I never showed up again. I mean, you couldn't tell, right?
right. Look at this. I mean, please. Yeah.
You just put
that was 20 years ago.
All those good ideas were instilled in your brain, and you just kept doing them, right?
Exactly. Without all the physical activity.
Right.
It was wonderful.
It's a
That's
mental
smart,
game.
actually.
It's a mental game for him.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's right. So that takes us to number 5, where you fine-tune your response time to leads.
Ooh.
I have a feeling there's a lot of agents falling short on this, just because when we call out to people all the
no
time,
kidding.
we never get anybody on the phone, so I just tend to wonder how often that's happening with leads where they've spent money on marketing and now nobody's picking up the phone.
On that note, Billy's trying to hook us up. We have like 3 times the number of postcards today because he feels our pain.
Okay.
I hope we don't see 3/4 of them on the floor.
He's like, those slouches in here.
Maybe we could put a trash can over here so that way it's not so messy.
And try and flip it in, and we get a reward when we hit the trash
Yeah.
can. At least we gamify.
At least, we feel good about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't turn a lead into a prospect that you'll convert into a listing if you don't respond to their initial contact promptly. The short and sweet of it is that you have 5 minutes to respond to an incoming lead if you hope to reach the person live and get them into your sales funnel, according to InsideSales.com. In fact, the agent who responds within this period is nearly 25% more likely to snag the lead. Would you like to wait half an hour?
Oh, no.
Oh, you might as well forget about it and let the agent down the street who responds quicker have that lead.
Now, I just told this story a week ago out with some real estate friends, and I kid you not. So it's like, how do you remember something that long ago? So as I'm in the business, driving around with a realtor in Bakersfield, California, which is on everybody's bucket list, as we know.
Of course it is.
One of my realtor buddies, he goes, watch this. So I needed a lender. You got to get a lender on your team and stuff like that. And he goes, watch this. He goes, this guy will, that's when we had pagers. But he goes, watch this. This guy will respond within 1 minute. We're driving in his BMW. Boom, he responds. Kenny Harmer.
Wow.
We're in the afternoon. He's like, watch. He'll respond within 1 minute. He's like, that's the only guy you use.
Wow.
And not only was that impressive, it showed you that you need to be more efficient on your end,
What's really interesting is we have, so when we're in the studio.
Yeah.
And we're filming our show, at the end, we always call out to agents.
Right.
Sometimes we'll get somebody, and we're taking postcard marketing that's going out in the next day or so, or today. And we have a big stack. We have inches thick stack of this postcard marketing. These are agents spending good dollars to get inbound leads and inbound phone calls. And some days we can call, I don't know, we've had 30 that we've called probably in a day. Maybe sometimes only 15. But I always find it interesting, the person who answers the phone, because they are sharp.
Right.
They are on it. And I bet you any money, if we were able to be a fly on the wall and see the difference between the life that's happening for a lot of the agents. Now, I know some of them, they could be in a meeting, they could be with a client.
Right. We had that one guy answer. We woke him up from the couch or something.
One guy we woke up. Another guy was on assignment, which nobody knows what that entailed.
He probably should have let the phone go to voicemail, actually.
But we've actually had people
Right.
pick up the phone they're sitting in an urgent care getting blood work.
Right.
Or they're just getting ready. Remember, we've had people that are in the middle.
Put your blood work on hold. This is more important right now.
That's an agent who takes care of, that was a lady who takes care of her customers.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
So I bet you if we were able to take those 30 that didn't answer and dive into their lives and see, we're going to have a small percentage that were in meetings or something was going on, right? Or they're on another call. But I bet you there's a nice percentage of them that there are other areas that things are falling apart as well.
How you do one thing is how you do everything, possibly.
Yes, and then you've got the group, that small group that always answer. We get those. Maybe in 20 calls, we get that one person that picks up, and they are sharp. They are on it. They've got 3 or 4 different
and they always win money and great prizes to our gift shop.
Yep.
That's on Prospects Plus 11X.
Great prizes might be a stretch, but great prizes. They win a nice gift card.
They're like the guy at the pager that answered right away. They know within 5 minutes they got to pick up. They know they spent money on this marketing. You better believe they are going to get that money back by picking up that phone.
And just by him doing that, doesn't matter if he was in a meeting, he'd step out. But he got a bunch of people just by that little technique, because driving around with my buddies, like, that's who you need to use. Throw the other cards away. Right. Boom, done.
Oh, yeah. It's so impressive. It's so impressive. Yeah. I don't know how many times I've been able to get an agent on the phone just in my personal life when I'm called, but I'd say in 100 calls in my life, I've probably twice been able to get somebody to answer. I mean, seriously.
It's surprising.
They just don't. They just don't answer. So think about it. Be the anomaly. Be the guy in the BMW who's picking up the pager, because this will happen.
Totally.
You will miss leads, and somebody else is going to get those sales.
Yep.
That's true, which takes us to final topic. Topic number 6. Start farming via direct mail if you haven't already. Now, these smart people have already started marketing by direct mail. It's your turn. Farming is a low-cost, effective, and easy way to reach out to many people simultaneously and build relationships over time. The fact remains that direct mail is one of the most powerful marketing methods available.
And I think in a world of technology overload, direct response marketing is more efficient and effective. It's not blowing up people's emails, and people still like the tangible.
They do. They do.
And if you're sending it to the right people,
right,
you're not wasting your money like with a newspaper ad or with emails where it's just going all over the place. You're targeting the people that you are sending this to.
Even digital. You know, a percentage of that, if you're using AdWords or something like that, and you're following people around, you're spending money, and that impression is going in front of them. You're paying for that regardless.
Right.
And this may be the wrong person. They click on it. This may be the wrong person. So there's a lot of forms of marketing where, you end up marketing to the wrong person because that funnel, you haven't targeted it down. You haven't had the control to be able to do that. And direct mail is a great tool for that.
It's like we've always said with Prospects Plus, what is our main objective? And we work on it every week, helping agents send the right marketing piece to the right person at the right time.
Yeah, with the right message.
Right.
Yeah. And speaking of a great tool, our friends at ProspectsPLUS.com have scheduled campaigns designed directly to go to your farm area. You can launch one in just minutes and be in front of your farm on a monthly basis for the next year without any effort. You just have to answer the phone.
That's magic. Last time I traveled, I was in 3 different states, and I asked people at dinners, at lunches, wherever I was, do you get a piece of mail? I don't care the industry, a dentist, HVAC, stockbroker, realtor, a piece of mail monthly from anybody. Boom.
Yeah. 0.
And you think to yourself, wow, just by hitting that button and doing that campaign, and if you need help, call, our team will help you do that. There's incredible magic to that. Incredible.
Well, there's nowhere else you can actually go in and do it in under a minute without having to talk to somebody if you don't need to.
Right.
Without having to pay for the whole campaign up front. I know of another company that offers automated campaigns like that, but you're paying for the whole thing up front. And I would imagine there's a great deal of fear. Am I going to get that money back if I decide to stop it? With our campaigns, with Prospects Plus campaigns, you can start it in under a minute, and you can pause it whenever you need to. You can cancel it when you need to.
That's a nice thing what you just said.
You can change it when you need to, and you don't have to talk to anybody.
Right.
And it's super easy. If you want to call somebody, that's customer care. They're there to support you. They're not there to sell you anything.
Right. And if you're going through a bad time, like you say, you can pause it. So we're not going to penalize people,
And you're not going to lose anything. Can you imagine if you had to cancel and then recreate the whole thing again?
Right.
So you're not going to go through a bad time if you're actually sending these things out.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Yeah.
Good point. All right. Well, there we go. The 6 ways you can stir up some listings before the year end. Hopefully that was riveting for you. And
our favorite time,
the stack of cards that we have been discussing earlier on today's
Let's see
show.
who the real winners are, the people that pick up the phone.
Yes.
You already have won. If you pick up that phone, you've won already.
We'll see.
Found you one.
All right. This is our guy, huh?
Yep.
I am your local real estate agent. It's Roger Asvestas at
Show Lisa the front of that. He's going to answer just based on that card. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Nice looking.
He's going to
throw the number at me.
There he is.
Oh.
No, I meant like give me the number.
Oh.
Actually,
that was pretty good.
Throw it.
Oh, he says, oh.
Going to throw the number.
Oh, what am I going to do with you?
Going to help you out there.
Oh.
All right. Let's dial up 239 821 2388. And this is
first name?
Roger.
Roger
Yes.
will go.
This is Roger.
Roger. Hi, this is Jim and Todd and Lisa with the Take a Listing Today podcast, calling on behalf of ProspectsPLUS.com. I believe they are mailing out a beautiful postcard for you today.
Okay.
We have a great postcard we're looking at. We just want to call and congratulate you and ask you about your marketing campaign here. Is this a series that you're doing to new people moving in, or is this a certain campaign that you're implementing?
The postcards a campaign.
Nice.
Like an automated one, you can set that up on the website, right?
Well done.
Right.
Well done. And I looked at the front of it. I'm like, this guy's going to answer. The card is sharp. It's not overly cluttered. I like you put your horsepower on the back of it.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice QR code. Let's let Roger win some money. Win a gift card for Prospects Plus.
Excellent.
Roger, we have a little contest here where you can win a $100 gift card, as Todd mentioned, and all that we require you to do is to answer a simple trivia question.
Roger, he says these are simple. Lisa and I do not find these questions oftentimes very simple, but it's simply A, B, and C, and we might help you if needed.
Okay.
All right. Roger, let me read you the question. What is the largest restaurant chain in the world by the number of stores? Is it A, Subway, B, McDonald's, or C, Pizza Hut?
Oh boy, it's a trick question, Roger. Don't let him fool you.
Subway.
Lisa, what do you think?
You said Subway.
Did he say? Oh, Subway. Okay.
Because I was going to say McDonald's, but it probably is Subway.
Yeah, McDonald's are always freestanding buildings. Subways are
Subways can
strip
be
plazas. So
right.
you can cram those things on.
Let's be good to Roger.
Well,
be
let's
good
find
to
out.
him.
Show me Subway.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Hey,
Roger.
Subway is it. Congratulations.
How did you know that, Roger?
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Good
Todd,
man.
what does Roger win today?
Roger, Lisa is going to shoot you over a $100 gift card. So check your email for that.
Okay.
And we're going to send you some swag, some coffee cups, a shirt from our podcast that you were on today called Take a Listing Today. So thanks for being a trooper. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a great
Roger.
day,
Bye-bye.
Roger. Bye-bye.
Oops. There goes the music. Huh? A little out of practice here. Sorry about that. Well, see, there we go. First call.
First one.
That was actually unedited, unlike most shows.
And you planted that seed.
He answered the phone.
Right.
That was awesome.
So very nice. Anything else, Lisa?
No, get out there and take a listing. You
Yes.
have time. Do at least one thing on that we talked about on the show today.
Yep.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Yes, go to ProspectsPLUS.com and look at their campaigns. And by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe because we get a bonus. What does that bonus entail, Lisa?
Candy cane?
A candy
No,
cane or a
no.
free shirt at the end of the year if things, if we hit a certain number or something.
Another podcast shirt?
You get to,
Wow.
you get to wear one of the giveaway shirts and use the mug.
Oh, can
for
you
a
tell
day.
Cowboy we need that one back that he took from my closet, the gray one?
Yeah, because we have to send that over to the seamstress because he put a hole in it.
Right.
And he's not getting it back.
And he doesn't know we don't have other gray ones. That was the only one.
It's not like we're rolling in shirts around here.
Right.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
Take care. Bye-bye.